Hi, these are the instructions for the board game that you guys are going to play for extra credit. So the equipment you're going to need is one of these game boards. You're going to need a bag, and in each bag you will see a die and two little plastic discs. You take those out of there. You place the discs in space 1, and you leave the die alone for now. You're going to need a piece of scratch paper, and you're going to need a game set of problems, a problem set for each game, and these will be provided to you. Now, scratch paper means you don't write on anything of mine, so do your work on this, do your calculations on this, but please don't write on the problems. Okay, so let's read through the directions really quickly. It says the number in the box, that's this number here, indicates the problem number to do. So when you're given problem, whenever you land on a space, you do that problem number. You move your player one space for a wrong answer, and I'll show you why in a moment. For correct answers, you get to roll the dice, and of course the goal is to get through the board as quickly as you can. So you move the dice, move your player the indicated number of spaces. Now you must check each other's answers and follow the instructions in boxes. So there's a couple of special boxes here. Okay, so that's the directions. Let's show you how this works. So both of your players are sitting in space 1. One person decides who's player A, the other person's player B. Now, I'll be player A, and then I'll pretend to be you, and you'll be player B. So I'm sitting in space 1, so I'm going to do problem number 1. So I see negative 61 plus negative 14 is my first problem. So, well, I know that these are both negative, so I think if they think of these as algebra tiles, these would be 61 negatives and 14 more negatives. So really I'm just adding 61 and 14 together, which makes 75. But since they're both negative, I know that it's really a negative 75 because I'm adding the negatives together. So then I would say, hey, for number 1, I got negative 75. Well, player B, if you turn his over, you see that he has a list of answers. Well, these are the answers to all of player A's problems on the back of here. So you're checking, the other player is checking my work by saying yes or no. So I would say, hey, I got negative 75, am I right? And then player B, so since I got it correct, now I get to roll the dice. Well, I got a big number, so I move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. I don't move to space 6, I move it 6 spaces. Now I've landed on problem number 7, so now I am to do problem number 7, whatever that is. And of course then B does the same thing, but let's say that you got it wrong. You would just move up 1 space. And then you just keep playing and playing and playing until you get around to the end. So here I am on space 7. Now this one and space 4 are special little boxes. So if I got number 7 right, I get to skip directly to 11. I don't roll, I just skip straight to 11. And now I have to do problem number 11. So we play and we play and we play and we play and we get to something like this, let's say. Now I'm sitting on 13 and I get it right. I roll a 5. Well, if I get to 5, I'm going to have to stop here at this stop sign. Now I landed on space 15, so of course I have to do problem number 15. And if I get it right, now I have a chance to win. Now it doesn't mean I win if I get it right, it means I have a chance to win. As it says right here, you must roll a 6 to win. So let's say I do problem number 15. I get it right because you told me I got it right. You looked on the back and you said, oh, you got it right. So now I roll, and it ends up being a 3. So now what? Well, I didn't win. I didn't lose. I just have to wait my turn to get another chance to roll. So let's say you crawl along one at a time. Then I get another chance to roll. I roll a 4. Well, I didn't get it right. So then you get another problem wrong. You crawl along. Well, then I get another chance to roll. I roll a 2. I didn't get it right. Now all of a sudden you figure out what you're doing wrong and you roll a 4. You land on number 15 and you get it right on the first try. Then you turn around and roll a 6. Guess what? You've won. So there's a little bit of luck here when you get to space number 15 is after you get it right, you have to then get lucky and roll a 6 to win the game. Now each of you is going to be player A and player B, because when you're done, you're going to switch papers and start over. You have to win 2 games to get extra credit. Now obviously if you switch and each of you wins 1 game, then what will happen is you'll get a new set. I will give you a different problem set, and you'll play a 3rd game for a tiebreaker. Keep track of who won, and you'll get your extra credit stamp after you win. Remember, 2 games. Please don't write on this, either one of the sides. Make sure that you realize that you have the answers to the other person's problem on the back of yours, so don't hold them up like this so they can see it, otherwise it's going to make it too easy to cheat. Okay, have a good time. I think it'll be fun. This should take you about, I don't know, maybe 5 to 7 minutes for 1 game, and so I would say 15 minutes should be the time limit to play this. 20 minutes at the most if you need a tie break and you guys are having a little difficulty. Okay, thank you.